You couldn't vote for the laughing black lady. Y'all just couldn't do it, huh? So Kamala had her first interview since, the election. And listen, as refreshing as it has been, because, of course, Obama has been out here doing interviews here and there. So it's just been amazing to see, a former president with such style, grace, and composure and education, give interviews, and we can understand and we're not left like, what the fuck? But listening to Kamala say everything that she said on the campaign trail. And many of y'all won't agree with it because you're like, oh, I didn't know her platform because I couldn't go to a website and read. Or I couldn't stand to listen to her because, how dare a black woman tell me what to do? How y'all feeling now? And for many of you to go, oh, well, I'm fine. Yeah, you won't be fine come the end of this year when Meemaw has to come back to your house. You won't be fine later on, early next year when you see what student loans are about to fucking do. You will not be fine when you go to renew your insurance, probably in the next 30 days. You're going to be high pissed off. And here's the thing, all of this because y'all wanted cheap eggs. Were the eggs cheap enough? Because at this point, now she sat down with Rachel Maddow, and like I said, everything that woman said is coming to pass. Every single thing. And I don't want to hear, oh no, we're doing better, when you have farmers who are out here crying because they're about to lose their farmland. When y'all are over here melting down over that man that unfortunately passed away. We're not fine. And here's the thing, when so many of us creators told y'all about Project 2025 last year, and so many of us ran content, and so many of us, were really saying, listen, we understand you're not going to like all of our policies. We get that. We know you don't want, lower rent and, new home buyer programs and savings on student loan bills and things like that. And, caregiver care. We know y'all don't want those things. But at least, let's make sure that the children have, lunch programs, and our elderly, have capped insulin and, all the things that they need so that they can survive out here on less than what they're used to. Nope. But when we continuously that they were planning the things in Project 2025 for years. I said this. I literally, and y'all, I used to have a whole segment on I said this or we said this is what, it used to be, because everything that was in that book that was free. And here's the thing, y'all didn't even have to buy their book. Now, Kamala's got her book on pre-sale, pre-order and what have you, because, she's about to go on her book tour. You didn't even have to buy Project 2025. You could have downloaded that shit for free. And many of you all tried to say it was a hoax. Many of you all tried to say that this shit would not happen. Many of you all were like, oh, no, because he's been in office before. He had guardrails. And now there aren't any. And now you all are seeing, programs fade away. You're seeing freedoms fade away. They're absolutely trying to take away women's ability to have credit, to be able to apply for loans, to be able to buy houses. We have less reproductive rights than our mothers. But y'all couldn't vote for the laughing black lady. And as we sat there and listened to her, discuss so many things, and like she said, this stuff was years in the making. This wasn't something that just came out of thin air. It was years in the fucking making. I told y'all that they were gathering applications. This is how they were able to fill those positions so fucking quickly, because they were collecting applications during those last times. And you saw how they were during the Kirk Memorial, right? This is how they were at every fucking event. Collecting applications, pushing registrations for voting. But you all said that this shit wouldn't happen. Now do you believe us? What more is it going to take? America's not a real place. And like I said, y'all just couldn't vote for the laughing black lady. You couldn't vote for the person who absolutely had a plan that you just didn't want to read.
Like and subscribe to Mom's channel.